A huge round of applause expected from everyone present here.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a huge round of applause for our guests and our to-be graduates of grade 10 and 12.
A very pleasant evening to our esteemed guests, galaxy of intellectuals, principal, faculty members, and our most precious guests, our grade 10 and 12 students of batch 2021-22. We welcome you all with great joy and exultation.
I'm extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to address you all on this special occasion of our elite institution. Each year is a span of moments divided into weeks and months for spinning the yarns of life. A sweet-smelling floral bouquet of different delights. Some enchant, some mesmerize. Some make you laconic, some force you to be verbose. Some poetic in content, and still others prosaic in intent. The procession and journey of life moves on, from descent to ascent. Life goes on and on this auspicious and ever so solemn and sacred evening of the valedictory and commencement ceremony. I, Akansha,
And I, Mahima,
is full of engaging elation and soulful musical rendition to welcome you all to Presidency School, Bangalore North Campus.
dear assemblage, you will now witness the ascent from earth to heaven in a splendid delight. Let's have the traditional lighting of the lamp as a tribute to Mother Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. I would like to extend my request to the Honorable Chief Guest, along with our principal and other dignitaries, to do the honors, please.
Sir.
Of life. May the truth prevail and darkness of ignorance be swept away by the dawn of self-realization. Let the glory of the flame so high enough, representing the ascent of light, love and harmony.
दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः ज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सत्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते
be seated.
Without wasting much time, permit us to start the program. The heartbeats have gone up, and everyone is eager to sink into the depth of music, song, light, and joy. The most powerful drive in the ascent of man is his pleasure in his own skill. He loves to do what he does well, and having done it well, he loves to do it better. Let's all deluge into the rhythm of this music with the famous number Shout for Joy, composed in multilinguistic languages, a number that transcends each one of us into the realms of music to further ascend into the azure blue sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for our melodious voice of PSBL.
Children say, oh, shout for joy, all the earth, as we enter His. Give thanks to Him, praise His name, for He is good, His love is forever. आनंद से चिल्लाए जहाँ तेरे द्वार पे आए हम। धन्यवाद तेरी स्तुति हो, भला है तू, तेरा प्रेम ना बदलता। ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ तेरा प्रेम ना बदलता। ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ His love is forever. आनंद से करी आराधना, इस प्रभु की जो हरदाई। ये राजा के आंगन में स्तुति करे, हम खुशी से नाच गाए। Let us lift up high our hearts of gladness to our God who never fails. Before our King, fill us courts with praise, make a joyful noise and sing. Oh, shout for joy, all the earth, as we enter His gates. Give thanks to Him, praise His name, for He is good, His love is forever. आनंद से चिल्लाए जहाँ तेरे द्वार पे आए हम। धन्यवाद तेरी स्तुति हो, भला है तू, तेरा प्रेम ना बदलता।
His love is forever. Even our love for our students is forever. Prem na badalta. So once again, a huge round of applause for our students, for a choir group, and for everyone.
I would now like to extend my request to Munmun ma'am to give the formal welcome address.
The key to realizing a dream is to focus not only on success but significance. And then, even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning. A very good evening to all present here. Honorable Chief Guest, respected principals, vice principals, headmistresses, coordinators, and our most valued guests of the day. I take this opportunity to welcome you all to the valedictory ceremony of yet another batch of Grade 10 and Grade 12. Umbrella that covers experiences and emotions, and everyone's experience of it is different. So today, when we stand at the juncture of life's journey, your first ascent, dear students, we are reminded of the life mantras by the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He shares the 4 mantras to succeed in life. I quote, I will have great aim. I will continuously acquire knowledge. I will do hard work, and I will persevere and succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, on this momentous occasion, I would like to take immense pleasure in welcoming our chief guest for the day, Mr. Shesh Rao Paplikar, co-founder of Beehive Fund. We welcome you, sir. I request our principal, Mr. Ramesh Mudgal, to hand over a token of appreciation to our esteemed chief guest. Can we have a loud round of applause, dear audience? Thank you all. Thank you, students. Thank you, sir. I deem it my pleasure to announce the best wishes sent to the outgoing graduates by the Chairman of Presidency Group of Institution and Chancellor of Presidency University, Dr. Nisar Ahmed, Ms. Kausar Ahmed, Chairperson, PGI, Mr. Sohail Ahmed, Vice Chairman, Presidency Group of Institutions, Mr. Salman Ahmed, Vice President, Presidency Group of Institutions, Ms. Nafisa Ahmed, Director, PGI, and Mr. Tanveer Ahmed, Director, Mitra Academy. So the best wishes are for you graduates. Thank you to all the dignitaries. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming amidst us Mr. G. Tangadurai, Director and Principal, Presidency School, Bangalore East. We welcome you, sir. I request our principal, sir, to hand over a token of appreciation to Tangadurai, sir. Thank you for gracing this occasion, Tangadurai, sir. I welcome Ms. Sandhya Raman, Principal, Presidency School, Banashankari. We welcome you, ma'am. Kindly accept a token of appreciation from sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I welcome Ms. Aziza, Senior General Manager, PGI. We welcome you, ma'am. Please accept a token of our appreciation from Principal, sir. Thank you, Aziza, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I would also like to convey the blessings sent by all principals across PGI to the young graduates Ms. Bhuvaneshwari, Director and Principal, Presidency School, Bangalore South. Ms. Susan Roy Thomas, Principal, St. Paul's English School. Ms. Asha Maika, Principal, Presidency School, Aarti Nagar. Ms. Indra Kotnath, Principal, Presidency School, Nandini Layout. And Ms. Shaila Saldana, Principal, Presidency School, Bangalore. Thank you to all the dignitaries. Can we have a loud round of applause and thank all the dignitaries who have sent their best wishes to the young graduates. A warm welcome to all the coordinators, headmistresses and teachers from our sister concerned schools. I welcome the parents who have always been pillars of support and stood by their children through the crests and troughs of life. I welcome teachers who, like light, make way for their students for gracing this occasion with their presence. And now, the dazzling star of today's occasion, students of grade 10 and 12 who have worked hard to climb the summit and have taken their first ascent towards success. You must have heard the saying, the sky is the limit. It means to indicate that you have achieved something beyond the bounds of planet Earth and enjoyed limitless success. I think it's an antiquated term. I prefer to believe that the sky is definitely not the limit. Why be limited by anything? Students, as you know, there is no shortcut to success. To achieve success, all you need is to have a clear view of the success you want. So set the goal you want to achieve, pursue it with dedication, take up one idea, make that idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, and live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. This is the way to ascent. There is an unexplored cosmic universe out there that is beckoning us. A limitless universe that sets new sights and new standards for goal setting. Why shoot for the sky when you can shoot for the outer reaches of the vast celestial cosmos? Be fearless, dream big, be limitless. Man's potential goes way beyond the sky. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the young graduates of 2022. I welcome Principal of Presidency School, Aarti Nagar, Asha Maika ma'am, who have taken out time and graced today's occasion. I request Ramesh sir to kindly hand over a token of appreciation to Asha ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. On this note, let me call upon Miss Neha, Primary School Coordinator, PSBN, to introduce to you all our esteemed Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. Shesh Rao Paplekar. Thank you once again. Over to you, Miss Neha.
Good evening. I take it as a privilege on behalf of everyone present here to heartily welcome our chief guest for today, Mr. Shesh Rao Paplekar, CEO and co-founder, Beehive Workspace. We are especially thankful to him for, in spite of him being such an accomplished personality in the field of technology and investment, he gracefully accepted our invitation and honored us. Prior to starting Beehive in 2014, Mr. Shesh has worked in the technology world in companies of varied sizes and cultures, including startups in Bengaluru and New York for 11 years. He started his first company while doing his BE in computer engineering from NITK Surathkal. Mr. Shesh Rao brings varied experience to the table, from starting a company to sinking in the Himalayas for weeks to working on Wall Street. He started Beehive with personal investment, then raised money from friends and family. and has taken it through a professional funding round. Sir has witnessed the growth of company from 0 to 10 plus centers. It is indeed an honor to have you with us today, sir. I'm sure our valedictorians will draw lasting inspiration from your words of wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you, Munmur ma'am and Sneha ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. N. Nagarajan, Director Education, for gracing today's occasion. I request Principal Sir to hand over a token of appreciation to Nagarajan Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, parents.
I would like to request our principal, Mr. Ramesh Mudgal, to join please. The school flag will be passed on by the present head boy, Rohit K. Nair, to the principal. The principal in turn will be handing over the flag to the interim head boy, Arjun Sethia, who effectively promises to perform his role with good organizational and communication skills, as well as a mature, thoughtful, and reflective outlook. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? It is none other than our ascent to reach the ultimate.
It would be quite unfair if we stop our head girl, Namrata Chawla, and head boy, Rohit K. Nair, from sharing their memorable journey across the PSDA. So, dear assemblage, at popular request, I would now like to invite Ms. Namrata and Master Rohit to share their memory down for PSDA.
Good evening, Honorable Chief Guest, Director, Principal, respected teachers, administrator, academic and supporting staff, friends, family, and all our most precious friends and to be graduates of great character, class 2021-22.
You want to enter the most uncertain and thrilling periods of your life. One's feelings are always expressed and most growth in the art of faith.
It is with a sense of nostalgia and pride that I know this.
And I, Namrata,
Stand before you today to reflect upon our collective journey in this week. It is true when one says, wherever life lands you, room with you. Don't you feel number one? The past 2 years have certainly been. All of us have had a roller coaster of it. From week-long quarantines to distance learning, mass classes to endless online assignments and endless memory.
but Rohit, let's forget the past in the glory of this precious moment. Let's celebrate our triumphs and victories in the journey on which we plan to embark together to reach together to our future destinations. I still have a faint memory when I first landed in this school. It was so very difficult to let go of the comfort of my mother's hand, but the invitation from the lush green forest, campus was quite alluring. The warm and welcoming teachers, along with the beauty of the surroundings, the attractive and student-friendly classrooms give the comfort of a home in itself. My heart actually goes to thank the very first set of kindergarten teachers
and of course, the teachers that I come across in every step of my journey thereafter at PSBN.
Little did we realize that those would be the best days of our life, and very soon might dawn on us. Furthermore, these moments will be forever etched in our memory. The moments of fun, whether it be playing in the playground or chatting and lingering on in the corridors.
First and foremost, my soul-loving HRAs and teachers, thank you for your unselfishly sharing your time, effort, knowledge with us. I know you would in all humility say it was your duty to do so, but what you did sometimes was beyond the call of duty. You took the time to explain assignments, sometimes repeatedly, because you weren't paying attention. You put in the effort to make lessons more interesting, so we wouldn't just tune out, but many a times we did tune out anyways. We thought we were smart, but you were smarter than us and taught us unawares.
In fact, there have been occasions when you insisted upon us switching on our cameras, and high and low, we were caught unawares in our bed. You demanded excellence from us, whether or not we wanted to. You set the bar high and challenged us to live up to it. Now we realize, if it was not for your perseverance and perseverance, we wouldn't have been able to move a step further. Living in such unprecedented times made us cherish the small, yet important aspects of it. The joyous moments down the memory lane in the school were when we went to the washroom via the longest route and stayed there for a while to miss out on writing the long questions. The times when we had sneaked out of ECA and gone to the computer lab just to pay touch scale. Oh, and the smiles on our faces and the exchanges of meaning glances when we realized one of the teachers was absent and we would either have a substitution or a free teacher.
How can I forget the monkeys raiding our classes and stealing our lunch and water bottles? And wow, the yummy treats that waited from us from the school side after the raid. I hope that happened more often. At least no force repeated of the roti sabji and dosa every day. Many of us even intentionally left our class pools open for that simple reason and enjoyed what followed. Silly excuses to miss out on night period by going to fill our water bottles or going to the sick bay just to apply warning for no reason.
Leaving the campus for the field trips felt like freedom to us. Field trips were fun, and the bus journey for the field trips, sheer enjoyment of it. Our dance on Kala Kala brought a smile on the countenance of our ever so serious person. And I'm sure they would have definitely be itching to join us there. But oh, Provo, how we hate you for taking away those wondrous days of our life. In fact, where we could have become more closer and connected with our friends and teachers. It felt like someone had pressed the pause button. But of course, we braced through the tough times, and Presidency did its best to make it connect school field justice.
Our school has done an amazing job with the online tournaments and activities as well. In fact, we are all fortunate as we got the best presidency. Our alma mater has gone all out when it comes to honing and fine-tuning each one of us, not just to become good students, but to become better humans.
The school has given us not just knowledge. It has inculcated a plethora of life skills and leadership qualities that will see us through life. For this and for more, I thank you greatly. Before leaving this podium for the last time, there's a long list of people we talked to. We worked hard to get to this point, but we didn't do it all ourselves. Behind each and every graduate here today, there are at least a dozen people to do it. To begin with, our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Nisar Ahmed, and Director PGI, Ms. Nafisa Ahmed, for providing us with this constructive platform we have. Our dear Principal, Mr. Ramesh Murthy, thank you for your support and guidance.
Miss Anu, our dear Vice Principal, ever so charming and enthusiastic. Your work ethics are truly admirable, and we are infinitely grateful for you for being very approachable. How can I forget the administrative staff for managing all our requirements day in and day out with a smile? A big thank you to them all. To our backstage heroes, the OCS. If the day had 25 hours, these people would still spend it here, working tirelessly for us, trying to satisfy our demands and needs. We would also like to thank our bus uncles and aunties. Sorry if we have made you all wait for us at our stops. During the bus and switching places in the bus and shouting across to friends. Last but not the least, thank you for all the memories, the lifelong friendships, and for making these years so very memorable for us.
A special thank you goes to our parents for your work ethic during this difficult time. Your commitment and support was critical in helping us keep up with our studies. You sat by us to motivate and offer help. You encouraged us when we felt overwhelmed by online learning and schoolwork. You comforted us when we felt sad and missed our classmates and teachers. As weeks turned into months, you had faith in the school and its future and helped us to feel light at the end of the journey. Today's success did not come by accident. It is the result of the students, teachers, and parents working harmoniously towards a common goal. Friends, the world is ours as we are all stepping into a new arena. It's a blank canvas, and how we fill it and with what colors is in our hands. So cherish the look around you and remain and capture some part of this feeling of us so that this memory remains etched forever in your mind's eye. Be proud that today marks the successful end of one stage and one chapter of your life and the beginning of another stage. You can go forward feeling eminent about meeting the challenges ahead and excited about all the new things you learn about. So about the job. This time is not the end.
Wish each and everyone present here all the very best. May each one of you take the road you want to travel.
Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So let's all start ours with prayers in our heart and belief in our abilities and the blessings of our teachers and parents. With
The heart moved with emotions and teary eyes.
we would like to bid adieu.
Until then, goodbye.
Chief guest, Mr. Shesh Rao Paplekar, to share his valuable words of wisdom with all of us.
Let me start with keeping a timer. That's very important to remind myself how much time it's taking. Okay, it's really, I'm very, very glad to be here, and thanks to Mr. Ramesh Mudgal for getting me in. I think, of course, intro has been given. My name is Sheshgiri Rao Paplekar. People call me Shesh. Very quickly, I'm co-founder and CEO of Beehive Group. I call it group because we have Beehive Workspace and Beehive.fund, which is, one is one of the biggest co-working space of Bangalore. The other one is a fintech company. And, so schools is something, of course, other than studying, I've always been associated because my mother used to be a high school teacher, and then she was teaching in 11th and 12th, she used to work for the government, so government school and government college. And so both of my parents are from academics background. My father was in Mysore University. He used to be in Institute of Kannada Studies and also in administration. So, of course, one of the things is, the tone, is going to be different. I think I come more from a different business background. So I think, academic is a very formal area. So sometimes I'm like, wow, I think this is the second time I'm coming to academics. I was in RV college 2 months back. So of course, I think mine is probably going to be slightly different in terms of how I would speak. Otherwise, very interesting. I was asking Mr. Ramesh, what are they all 12th? He said, some are 10, some are 12th. Very interestingly, there are only 2 years in my life I've actually studied for scoring. So that was only 10th and 12th. So while I never had great ranks, 10th standard I was the second highest in my entire school. 12th standard I was actually the topper of my school, whereas all the previous years I was not even in top 20. So I don't know if I'm the best role model because I think I used to always learn, but somehow I was one of those students who kind of was, I think somehow I was wired to always focus on learning and not on scoring, because sometimes there is a bit of a deviation. I used to get lost in learning and I was never so interested. But 10th and 12th, I was told it's very important. You have to study, you have to get good school, good college. So I think that's something I did. I think I'm grateful because I think my 12th scoring led me to KREC Surathkal, which is now called NIT Surathkal, right? Which I think Mr. Ramesh was telling a lot of you guys want to go to engineering. I don't know the rankings today. It used to be the best engineering college of Karnataka. I think it still is. I think I'm really glad I did that. Unfortunately, probably even in my engineering, I again focused on a lot of other things. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. I think so. I'm kind of giving you a brief of what I did so that maybe there's a bit of a learning for you. I think I always focused on learning, so I think that has been great. Should I have focused on academics? I can't comment a lot, but I think a lot of this focus on learning definitely improved my personality. When I went to engineering, for example, I think I was in different clubs. I used to run a meditation club. Then, I was in Rotary. I was secretary of Rotary Club. I did a lot of things. So I think probably that's how I ended up becoming an entrepreneur, in that sense. Basically, a lot of people who studied better than me in engineering probably, not many become entrepreneurs. So sometimes I've realized that, entrepreneurs focus a lot on learning. So if you would really want to take an entrepreneur path, focus, or regardless, I think I would always, my own inputs would be focus on learning. And of course, when it matters, you have to focus on academics, things like, I think those who are finished 10th, probably your 12th is super important, obviously, if you do want to get into a very good university. And whether it is school, colleges, universities, I think one of the key things is they are very, very important institutions, right? Like the institution you are here. And what I'm most glad, if you would want to look forward is, I think, if you end up in a good institution, I think the biggest learning, to be frank, was the peer group. I think for my own engineering college, if I would say, I think I learned more from my peer group than, I think it kind of happens as you start going to engineering, etc. You learn less from teachers. You end up learning more from your peer group. At least that's what happened to me. And it was amazing to be in that college, to be learning from my peer group, to understand what different people are doing, and different clubs. Obviously, I learned from different people in the peer group. And I would definitely, suggest that, be in a, whatever best institution you can go, where is the best peer group, where can you learn? I think that is one of the things I would really recommend people to look into from my own experience. Otherwise, if I really want to put in, I think what is it that is important if I look back, right? I mean, I look younger than what I am. So I was just counting, I realized how old I've become. I finished my 10th in 97, 12th in 99. So it's like 25, 23 years ahead of you, right? I know so many years back, I was in your position when I finished my 10th and 12th. What are my learnings? I was thinking, if there is anything at all you can take from me, right? So another key thing which I kind of, I think things have changed in last 23, 25 years. Back in the days, there was very less awareness of the kind of jobs that are out there, kind of professions out there. Honestly, when I was doing my 12th, everybody's like, hey, you have to do engineering. That's the only thing people knew, or go to medical. And honestly, I did not even know what actually an engineer means, what exactly is the work they do, right? I used to be in Mysore. The exposure also lower than being in Bangalore. So I think back in the days, I don't know if I made other than the fact that I went to an engineering college where I learned a lot, I took a long time for me to realize, my personality was not necessarily the best for an engineer, to be an engineer, So that is something I would always put into people, because it took me many years. I had the aptitude, while I taught my college, I knew that I have the aptitude, to be an engineer, to be a great programmer. But over a period of time, I realized that I did not have the personality to sit in front of computer all the time. I have a lot more of an outgoing personality. So I think that is something I would say you need to understand what is your personality as well, other than what is your aptitude. Because so it kind of became, for me, I worked in Wall Street. I was in US for 8 years. And over a period of time, it started becoming very hard for me. And I did not know why. I used to be in front of computer, and somehow there was a point when I started hating my work, and I couldn't realize why. I'm like, this programming has become boring, etc. I would say at a one point I realized my personality is something where I need to start going out and meeting people. So I started doing that in my company, and over a period of time realized, probably I should start my own company, start catching up with people, and last 8 years has been a learning. I became an entrepreneur in 2014. 2006 to 14 I was in US. For my own personality, I'm glad I was able to figure out eventually that I need to have a job where I need to interact, I need to have an impact. So one of the key things I would tell most of you is, of course, your parents are out here. There are certain things your parents want. I would also kind of request parents also, honestly, that I think it's very important for every person to realize what is their aptitude and what is your personality, right? And choose a profession that matters to you. And because the decisions you make today will lead you to the right profession. And also at the end of the day, I think I always tell people, focus on learning. And when you wake up every day, you should look forward for your work. You should be looking forward to your college. You should be looking forward to go to your class and learn. So, that is the most important thing according to me, right? I don't think somebody, again, I don't know if it's a very popular statement, somebody who doesn't want to become a doctor should not end up becoming a doctor. Somebody who doesn't want to be an engineer shouldn't end up being an engineer and shouldn't hate themselves, I want to do something else, right? I think that's more of a learning for me, and I think when you do something that is impactful, and that is something that you're happy about doing, right? That will lead you to a much more satisfactory life. And of course, I think one thing I would always touch upon is there are a lot of students, many times, you may want to take a career in music, sports, etc., which ends up being a little bit unpopular with parents. But of course, parents do have a point, because some of these professions, you should also understand that there is a big pyramid out there, right? Very few reach the top, and only the ones who are at the top can actually, like, if there is a Shah Rukh Khan out there, there's a million people who want to be Shah Rukh Khan and never reach that. So some of these outlier careers, obviously, if you have the talent, it's very tricky. I can't honestly fully predict if that's what you want to take, because one should be really gauge that, can I really make it? Can I become a Shah Rukh Khan? Can I become a Sachin Tendulkar? I think they knew that. So it's going to be tough path in some of the off stuff. But I think the most beautiful part I see is that compared to, again, 20 years back, I see a lot of people who are able to make it as in off fields as well. And there are so many different professions that have come in. So honestly, I think catch up with more people, meet up more people. I don't even think, honestly, if somebody comes and says somebody is like finished 12th, Shesh, I want to spend time in your company, I want to understand what happens. In fact, I've seen people do that. I think very few will say no. So always take those opportunities. It could be going to your own parents' place or their friend's company, figuring out what you want to do. I think, whatever, learning you can do and make right choices and know about where you're headed is going to be very, very crucial. And I think I'm really talking from my point of view and from my experience. And of course, I deal with a lot of people as well. My company itself has more than 150 employees. So I talk to a lot of people. I kind of try to understand what they're trying to do. And in fact, even though my own employees or colleagues also tell them, stay here till you love this job. The day you don't love this job, don't come and kind of talk bad about your company or a job, etc. Maybe you should find something else where you're happy. So always, that's my suggestion. Do something where you'd be happy and where you can deliver, where you can make impact. And at the end of the day, also continue learning. You're at an age where you can't, learning reduces as you get older, right? This is an age where your learning capacity in your brain is very, very high. Focus on it and make sure, you have individual growth. Okay? I think I'll end with that. All the best for all of you. And otherwise, I think the production quality is amazing. This is way beyond what I expected. And the music, everything has been really, really amazing. And I'm glad, I came in and, was able to witness this. Thank you so much.
I would like to welcome Mr. Azam, Corporate HR, who have taken out time and graced today's occasion. I request Ramesh sir to hand over a token of appreciation to Mr. Azam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Munmun ma'am. As a representative of the parent body, I would like to request Mr. Shivanand Bellare, father of Samarth Bellare of grade 12B, to speak on this opportune day.
A very, very good evening to dear Principal Shri Ramesh Mudgalji, Vice Principal Anu ma'am, the chief guests and all the principals of PSB in all parts of Bangalore, the fantastic teachers and support staff of PSBN, and a big hello to all these wonderful kids here who are celebrating their very special day. I am Shivanand Bellare. I am the father of Samarth Bellare, studying in 12th grade, and I'm extremely honored to be here standing in front of you, representing the parents and being able to give a few words, say a few words, express a few feelings that I've had with my son being here for the last 7 years in the school. And so let's start now. Well, when I first got the opportunity to talk about valedictory, I decided to Google what valedictory means. And I got the response, it's a kind of a farewell, okay? But when it comes to PSBN, the word farewell is just not appropriate, because what I would feel is that the relationship that PSBN shares with each and every student, the more effective word would be welcome back anytime. That's what this word means for you guys. Because it's the love and the affection and the feelings that every teacher has for each one of you, and that's what makes it special. After my older son Samarth graduated from his 10th, we decided to move him to a school which was closer to home. And believe me, that was one of the most difficult years that Samarth has had in his entire life. The kind of negativity that he went through, it was something that really shook us as parents. And then we decided we are going to bring him back to PSBN, which is his second home. And believe me, the kind of love and affection and the welcome that the PSBN principal and the teachers gave Samarth is what has enabled him to become Samarth 2.0 today. So I am so grateful to PSBN. We are truly blessed to have both our children studying here in this atmosphere where the positives of each child is recognized and encouraged. The kind of exposure the school provides to each child, allowing every characteristic, every special trait the child has got, whether it be in sports, science, art, extempo, elocution, spell bee, whatever it may be, the school gives an opportunity to that student to shine. So this is what PSBN is all about. I would not like to take too much of your time today because it's time for you to celebrate, but I would like to give you a few tips before I leave the stage. That is, first of all, I want each and every one of you to aim far beyond the sky. And, dream big. Never confine your capability or your capacity, and try to achieve everything that you set yourself out to. And remember this valedictory, the theme that you have, remember it every single day of your life, because it says, soar above the clouds, sky is not a limit. And that's what your motto should be in your lives. And just remember these few pointers that I have made for you from the experiences that we have gathered in our lifetime. First of all, no single exam or result can define your capacity or capability. Just remember that. No exam can define you. The second is, please, the choice of your career must be yours alone. Choose a career which you can go back every single day and create value for. Thirdly, work with your heart. Because only when you work with your heart and your mind, that's when you're going to achieve excellence. Next, whatever you do, whatever your career choice, whatever your hobby, whatever you do, do it to your best capability. This will help you and never be restricted to becoming a statistic. Please become the headline, okay? No statistics, be the headline. Also, very importantly, find time for your own self, find time for your hobbies, find time for that special, skill that you have, because those skills and those special characteristics are going to help you on that rough days that you're going to have in the future. You need to have something to fall back upon. So never neglect your special skills. Also, never dwell too much on failures and disappointments. The person who has achieved the most is the one who has failed the most as well. Always remember that. And very important, I love this, small quote. Failure is an event. It's not a person. Remember that, okay? And then, very importantly, always find a way to give back, because giving back has got much more potential than taking. And lastly, but most importantly, especially for today's generation, it's very important. You guys love locking yourself in your rooms, right? So please don't become an island. Please don't become an island. Apart from your personal achievements, it's very, very important to take the people that are around you along with you, because only then your success will taste sweeter, when you have people to celebrate along with you. So I would like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, joy, happiness, success and prosperity, and live life king size. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I welcome Ms. Susan Roy Thomas, Principal, St. Paul's English School, JP Nagar. I request Ramesh sir to hand over a token of appreciation. Thank you, ma'am, for gracing today's occasion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Munmun ma'am. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are all in for a surprise. So, hold your breath, for here we go. The flash mob, the performance, the jubilance, all soaring with the beats, rhythm and loud music, making our spirits and soul ascend and elevate to touch the glory above.
Hello, Mr. Engineer.
Hi, Mr. Lawyer.
Or you can call me Prosecutor.
Yeah, that sounds fine. How's life?
Life's really hectic these days. I've had a lot of clients in the recent past. How's your life?
I've been dumped with projects every weekend by my boss.
I completely understand, and I've been thinking about these school memories we had lately.
I remember eating food in class a lot when the classes were happening.
And after eating a lot of food, we used to sleep in between the class itself.
Most of the time we were kicked out of the class.
And after getting kicked out of the class, we used to go to the washroom for no reason at all.
I remember studying just before the exams, just a few hours before the exams.
And we used to end up getting such low grades and end up in the principal's cabin all the time.
Remember that paper ball cricket? That was so much fun.
Oh, it totally was, but by the end of the year, we got so bored with it that we used to request all the teachers for PE every single period.
So many memories, bro. Our school life was the golden days.
Oh, definitely, they were the golden days. I really wish we could go back and relive those memories again.
Yeah. Hey.
कोई आंखों में जो मीठे मीठे सपने क्या ये दिल करे पहले पहले दिन की ये नई नई सुबह आओ चल करे गम को छपाते जाए सबको बताते जाए अपनी हसरतें यार मत भूले जगह है ये बड़ी खुल सुनो सुनो जरा लेट मी से भूलेंगे हमको नहीं सोचेंगे हम ही कभी स्कूल के ये दिन सभी आएंगे ना 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 सीखेंगे हम ये है क्या गलत क्या सही स्कूल के ये दिन सभी आएंगे ना 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 आएंगे ना आएंगे ना
Listen up now, school's out, hear the bell ring. Tera kya hoga? I'ma do my thing. I'ma be rich, dressed in bling. I'ma spread ishq and make you sing. School's out, hear the bell ring. Tera kya hoga? I'ma do my thing. I'ma be rich, dressed in bling. I'ma spread ishq and make you sing.
Let's keep applauding. Let's keep applauding. Yes, with the beats. Let's keep applauding. Graduates, clap.
Hello?
Hey, hello, how are you?
How are you?
I'm pretty fine. Well, happy birthday though.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Okay, there's a bad news for you. I won't be making it to school today.
Why? What are you even saying? It's my birthday.
I'm really sorry, bro, but the relatives at home and mom wants me to help her, so I'll just stay back.
Oh no, that cannot even happen.
Bro, we'll meet in the evening, okay? Okay, mom's calling. I gotta go now.
No, no, no.
Bye bye, I'm hanging up.
Oh my god. Oh. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, champ.
तू है तो टेढ़ी मेढ़ी राहें उल्टी पुल्टी बातें सीधी लगती है तू है तो झूठे मूठे वादे दुश्मन के इरादे सच्चे लगते हैं तेरे तारे वारे दे जगा वो तू ही है जो रोते रोते देखता तू ही है वही चाहे क्यों दिल जाता है तू है तो I'll be alright चाहे क्यों दिल जाता है तू है तो I'll be
Hey guys.
Guys, can we play hide and seek? I think it'll be fun.
Yes, let's go for it.
I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm coming.
छोटे छोटे कुछ पलों
जी भर के झील पर लगता है आजकल दौर अपना आएगा यारो जो खुद पे हो यकीन तो जिंदगी हंसी तुझे कल बुलाएगा यारो जी भर के झील पर लगता है आजकल दौर अपना आएगा यारो जो खुद पे हो यकीन तो जिंदगी हंसी तुझे कल बुलाएगा है जुनू सा सीने में है जुनू सा सीने में है जुनू सा सीने में है जुनू सा सीने में
Wasn't that a treat to watch? So what are we waiting for? Let's give a huge round of applause for all our participants.
Once again. Let's give a huge round of applause for all our participants. I'm extremely delighted to get this opportunity to invite Mr. Anshuman Dwivedi, father of Ms. Siddhi Dwivedi of grade 10, to share his experiences about the school.
After this great rocking performance, you are supposed to listen to me. All right, just bear with me for some time. My name is Anshuman, and I am Siddhi's father. So I'd like to thank management of PSBN, Mr. Mudgal, hi sir, all the teachers out here, all the vice principals and the coordinators of the school. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I'm delighted to be in front of a team, I would say, right here, and a team here, who is going to face first major milestone which every child in India faces, mostly. And trust me, most of us who are here would have faced the same grade 10th, and we call it boards. I'm still trying to find out that person who told me एक बार 10th का बोर्ड्स हो जाए उसके बाद बहुत आराम है, बहुत आराम है. You guys heard that? Oh no, that's not true. That's false. After 10th, there'll be 12th, there'll be graduation. So life is not about finishing, it's all about moving from one milestone to another milestone. So don't think it's over. It's not over yet. It's begun. It's over here, then the next milestone. And in each milestone that we have, every single milestone, there are certain anchors who hold us, who give us that support. And those anchors are, number one, family. Number two, teachers. Number three, the institution where we study or will study. So all these three anchors take us from one milestone to another milestone. और लिख लेना, who all have said कि 10th के बाद बहुत आराम है, नाम लिख लेना, मैं भूल गया. Don't forget them. It's all milestones. So, all right, sorry. So being a father of a teenager child, I'm sure all of us are here are, I keep on hearing many things about these milestones, especially the milestones of teachers and milestones of institutions. So all of us have heard about, all the parents sitting here must have heard from the children, this happened in school and many things about teachers. In my own experience, what I can tell you here, guys, is that every single teacher, every single teacher has got the welfare of the child
the success of the child, the protection of the child, the well-being of the child as the topmost and non-negotiable priority. And I can vouch for every teacher sitting here. And I can vouch for every teacher who's mine. So I was called in one of the functions where my teachers were also present, and I told very frankly that whatever I am because of my teachers. Few teachers told, don't blame us, we did our best. Yeah, so that happens. But nevertheless, every teacher here has got your well-being as the prime non-negotiable factor. And we witnessed that during COVID. Personally, we have gone ahead and messaged teachers at odd hours. We've got lightning quick response. So thank you very much for all the teachers here. Thank you very much for all the teachers here for ensuring that tiding over this difficult world. I work with schools, so I work with many, like more than 25 schools. And I can actually empathize with each and every teacher who makes those presentations, delivers them over the, over the calls. It's very difficult, extremely challenging. So I would want you guys to give a biggest round of applause for all the teachers here. Every one of you. The hardest that you can give. And I assure you, sometimes we feel the methods which the teachers are using might not be in sync what we are thinking. The methods may be different, but the intent is strong. So, I don't know all the teachers here, but I know a few, and I would like to name a few of the teachers out here. And that's purely after my conversation with my daughter Siddhi. So if I miss any teacher, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for that. So I would like to thank Michael sir and Paulumi ma'am first. I've not met you, but every day I hear about you. Every single day, and I'm sure while these kids were dancing here, my daughter was holding her feet. You guys, both of your teachers have given a lot of support to Siddhi in terms of, her passion for dance and music. Thank you very much. Next teacher I would like to name out is Manjula ma'am. I'm enthralled by the passion and the energy she has. It's unbelievable the kind of belief she has in her every child. If the child says, I can't do, she pushes the children to make sure that they reach to the notch above. Thank you very much, Manjula ma'am. Thank you very much. The next teacher I would like to call out is Nupur ma'am. I think she teaches Hindi. Nupur ma'am, I have not met you, but every time I try to teach Hindi to my daughter, she tells me that you teach better. Yeah, that's okay. So Nupur ma'am, हिंदी भाषा के प्रति आपका अगाध प्रेम सर्वविदित है. That's okay. I saw a dictionary, no? आपका प्रेम सर्वविदित है. Let me tell you, parents, Nupur ma'am is a PhD in English. She chose to teach Hindi. She chose it. That's a choice. And I get to know all of this about teachers from my daughter. Then I would like to call out your Anu ma'am. I'm sure she's one of the most popular and favorite. So Anu has been a staunch support when we joined the school. Every time ready, eager to help. Thank you, Anu ma'am. And Shruti ma'am, who teaches science, right? I believe. Yeah. Shruti ma'am, what I get to know from Siddhi is that she can teach physics, chemistry and biology, all three of them. But she chose to teach chemistry. And I usually teach Siddhi, and whenever I talk to her, can I teach you chemistry? She says, after ma'am has taught, I don't need to study that at home. Thank you very much, Shruti ma'am. And we would be getting back to you for further support. Next is Tintu ma'am. I just love the way Tintu ma'am makes sure that each of these children are disciplined. Oh, what's to laugh in that, guy? That's true. What? I mean, you guys are looking great at this point of time. But क्या इतने शरीफ हम हैं जितने दिख रहे हैं? I don't think so. But thank you, Tintu ma'am. That's extremely critical, extremely critical for us to be that. And I would like to thank Mr. Mudgal. Mudgal sir has been streamlining the ship. Getting things, shipping people, getting people into shape. And thank you so much for steering this ship, Mudgal sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so I had got this speech, which was sent to me. I'm not using it. So sorry, Manjula ma'am. All right, so it says soar above the clouds, sky is not limit. Sky is not limit was written by a Spanish writer in Don Quixote. Indians read that as Don Quixote. That was in 16th century. By that time, nobody knew what was above the clouds. Now we know it. Now we exactly know what is above the cloud. So I wouldn't give any, seek about it, but please understand your own abilities are absolutely critical. Each one of you is different. Each one of you is very, very unique in yourself. So what happens in board and life is, in board, all of you get same question paper. Everybody gets the same question paper. And you compete amongst yourself. All of you would be a good friend, but you are competing amongst yourself with same question paper. But life gives you, everybody gets a different question paper in life. Thank you. Each one of you would get a different question paper in life, and you would compete with yourself. So every day, just try to be a slightly better version, 1% better version of what you've done yesterday. It's not about attainment, guys. It's all about progress. So work hard. Remember your teachers. Never, ever forget them. Always remember, they have your well-being as #1 priority. So work hard, remember your teacher, and have fun. Thank you very much. With this, I will end. Thank you.
Let's together travel down the memory lane and see the journey of our students in the form of a presentation. Dear all, fasten your seatbelts and enjoy with us. We all know the students have really touched many hearts and brought tears to many eyes as we nostalgically reflect upon their journey in PSBN and express the heartfelt gratitude for all the learning received through the years.
मेरा हाइक तेरा पोस्ट मेरा लाइक तेरा सुर मेरे गीत तेरा गॉसिप मेरा ट्वीट मारो हर एक लुक तेरा फेस मेरा बुक तेरा सुख तेरा दुख मेरा दुख जो मेरा है वो तेरा है जो तेरा है वो मेरा जो मेरा है वो तेरा है जो तेरा है वो मेरा
मेंबरशिप की शेयरिंग को हमेशा ऑन रखें एयरटेल।
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of. We are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh. Tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of. We are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh. Count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me cause I can count on you. जिंदगी है कोई तो दिल भर हो यार हो तो क्या फिर बोलो ये जिंदगी है कोई तो हो राज़दार बेगरज तेरा हो यार कोई तो हो राज़दार वफा तेरे लिए हो अरे यारो मोहब्बत ही तो बंदगी
I really thought this would last forever.
Come on dude, अभी तो तुझे डेंटिस्ट बन के पूरी दुनिया को बचाना है यार।
लेकिन अगर मैंने किसी का गलत दांत निकाल दिया
तो गाइस मेरी LLB कब काम आएगी?
तू बनेगा मेरा लॉयर।
If you can afford me,
फिर तो मैं पक्का केस हार जाऊंगी।
तू मेरी जेल में आ जाना, पुलिस ऑफिसर रणवीर शेखावत। फिर तो सेट है, हम सब ऐसे इसके जेल में पार्टी करेंगे।
मतलब कुछ नहीं बदलेगा।
Of course यार, हम चटीज बदलेंगे, पर बड़ी से।
हम रहे या ना रहे कल याद आएंगे ये पल ये है प्यार के पल चल आ मेरे संग चल सोचे क्या छोटी सी है जिंदगी कल मिल जाए तो होगी खुशनसीबी हम रहे या ना रहे याद आएंगे ये पल हम रहे या ना रहे कल याद आएंगे ये पल ये है प्यार के पल चल आ मेरे संग चल सोचे क्या छोटी सी है जिंदगी कल मिल जाए तो होगी खुशनसीबी रहे या ना रहे याद आएंगे याद आएंगे ये पल पल, ये है प्यार के पल। चल आ मेरे संग चल चल, सोचे क्या छोटी सी है जिंदगी। कल मिल जाए तो होगी खुश नसीबी। लोगों को आते हैं दो नजर, हम मगर देखो दो नहीं। ओ जुदा या खफा खुदा है दुआ ऐसा हो नहीं। खाना पीना साथ है, मरना जीना साथ है। खाना पीना साथ है, मरना जीना साथ है। सारी जिंदगी ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे, तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे। ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे, तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे। It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon, yeah? Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you.
I think we deserve a huge round of applause. teachers are requested to take their positions in the aisle. May I now request our principal to proceed towards the mother candle.
The aisle of PSBN is lit brilliantly with the candlelight that shines from the candles to symbolize that the light of PSBN will continue to shine to light up the chosen pathway in the life of the students. Is symbolic that
It gives me immense pleasure to invite our principal, Mr. Ramesh Mudgal, on stage to administer the oath for our outgoing batch of grade 10 and 12, 2021-22. All students are requested to take the oath position and repeat after sir.
Valedictorians, please repeat after me. We, the students of Presidency School, Bangalore North, this day proclaim that as we stand to bid adieu to our alma mater, we shall take all values and traditions imbibed in us. We shall be sincere, honest, caring, and will uphold all principles. We shall execute all our duties in this world as approved by the Almighty and as guided by the decorum of this institution. Never will I falter or succumb to pressure. We do pledge to work with our heads held high to reach greater heights. Our belief through our lives shall always be God is our strength.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, students.
Another enthralling number by the choir, Yesterday's Dream. A yearn for a dream and motivation towards making it true. By the voice of PSBN. The choir has always been the backbone for all our functions. It has mesmerized and enraptured us in its own special way. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our choir group with the number Yesterday's Dream.
Sax. John Sax.
The future we bring, waving the banner of love to all, to every nation, the rich and the poor. We are the world of the restless and young, and we need a hand to guide us, helping each other. As long as we have the energy to do what is best. Be someone special from all of the rest. Nation and brothers in unity, building tomorrow for you and for me. We are the world of the restless and young, and we need a hand to guide us. Helping each other, build each other, as long as we're together, you and me. For together we stand, divided we fall, together we climb to the top of the world. We can be what we want, for the world to see that we are the children of yesterday's dream. Divided we fall, together we climb to the top of the world, for the world to see that we are the children of yesterday's dream, of yesterday's dream, of yesterday's dream, of yesterday's dream, of yesterday's dream.
Thank you, choir. I would now like to request our principal, Mr. Ramesh Mudgal, the sculptor of human character, a seasoned scholar of knowledge, a person with his dynamic and visionary approach, to say a few words for our outgoing batch of 10th and 12th, 2021-22.
A very good evening, everyone. I would like to first of all thank our Chairman and Chancellor of Presidency University, Dr. Nisar Ahmed, for his guidance and support and advice to all of us in making this institution greater day by day, year by year. I also extend my appreciation and sincere thanks to our Director, Madam Nafisa, for our constant support and guidance. All my colleagues, Nagarajan sir, Tangadurai sir, ma'am, Susan ma'am, Asha ma'am, Sandhya ma'am, all the principals who are not present here, Aziza ma'am, everybody, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm sure you're enjoying the show just as much as I'm enjoying it. I also extend a very warm welcome and appreciation to all the parents. I was kind of worried when I'm used to starting the events sharp on the dot of whatever time that I put across. I was actually shocked to see that not many chairs were still occupied. But thankfully, when we started, we didn't actually delay much. And I'm happy to note that the entire, all the seats, the complete arena is now set with all of you. And I can understand that you're all enjoying the show. Well, valedictorians, you see, there are students who belong to 12th standard and there are students who belong to 10th standard. Life is in front of you. You have just probably finished just about 15% of your life. There is still 85% in front of you. There is a lot that can happen. You are the steers. You are the captains of your ships. Each one of you is capable of amazing life. First of all, as I think your parents also have pointed out, learn to be happy. Identify what is unique to you. My first, advice as a principal, as a teacher who's been for the past 25 years been associated with the students is, each one of us is unique and there is something special in each one of us. We need to try and understand that. What is our signature strength? What is my signature strength? What is your signature strength? Right? To me, if I look back in my childhood days, My signature strength was my ability to communicate, my ability to speak with people, my ability to make friends with people. Even with strangers, I would go and speak. There was no hesitation, right? So that was my signature strength. I converted that signature strength by becoming a teacher and by connecting to students. And over a period of time, several skills I have added which have allowed me to reach where I am today. So each one of you is very special. Each one of you has some skill, a signature skill or a signature strength or a unique ability. Build on that unique ability. It could be communication, it could be your ability to solve problems, it could be your interest in writing, interest in reading, or it could be your interest in doing things. So identify what that ability is, build on it, right? And the second thing that we can think about is, two things are very important. One is passion and purpose. It is not necessary that passion always leads to profession or vocation. Many times, I'm sure quite a few of the parents would agree with us. We all actually have some kind of a passion, maybe towards music, maybe towards drama, maybe towards theater and all. But practical realities at times show us a different path. Is my passion able to bring food on my table? If the answer is no, then I think we will have to accommodate, compromise, because there are going to be compromises. At every step of the way in life, we are going to meet with many situations where we need to compromise. So learn to compromise. Taking a step back is not necessary that you are failing or that is the end of the road. No. Taking a step back, why are you taking a step back? So that you recoup your energy and you bounce back with greater force. So that's one part. Learn to compromise. Second, invest in yourself. There is nothing that a person cannot achieve by sheer grit, determination, and by dedicating time to learning things. There are people, thousands and thousands of people who have shown the way. During the pandemic, I was reading in the social media the other day. During the pandemic, when the entire world was reeling under economic issues, financial issues, and so many other issues, one guy from Odisha, he started a YouTube channel by borrowing a smartphone from one of his friends or somebody else. All he would do was probably show only what is happening in a village, in a Odisha village, a typical day in a Odisha village. Now he's got lakhs of subscribers and probably he's getting a lot of revenue also from his YouTube channel. So if you learn, I'm sure over a period of time he has improved on his skill sets. So identify, keep learning. So that also connects with one more investing. By investing in learning, even after you join a job or you start your own enterprise, you continue to learn, because that is going to come in very handy for you. And that is very closely related to lifelong learning. Never stop learning. Continuously, every year we have to keep learning. Very important aspect which I feel usually not taught in schools, which I want to start teaching in our school from next academic year, at least up to grade 8, in the middle school, is financial management, literacy. What literacy? It's not about reading and writing your English and other languages. Money literacy, financial literacy. Many of you, in fact everybody, most of you, know very well that somebody is paying for it. For the dress, for the food, for all those amazing things that you're getting, it's somebody else's money that is going in. Of course they are your parents, they love you. Your parents, your guardians, they love you, they take care, and they are willing to shower any amount of money on you. But there is a sweat, there is sweat behind it. There is effort behind it. Somebody is working hard behind that money. So do not underestimate the value of money. It's not about being greedy. It's about understanding that money has an important role to play in our lives, how much ever we say. So once you start, I'm sure you're going to all start earning money at some point of time, 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line. Somebody will be an engineer, somebody will be a doctor, somebody will be a professional, a lawyer, or someone will start his or her own enterprise. How you would like to manage your money is going to determine what kind of a comfortable and better life you're going to be leading throughout your life. If you become a person who is easily led by, let's say, lots of advertisements are coming, or if you are a person who is easily led by, my neighbor has bought a new smartphone and I should be buying a new smartphone, somebody else has bought a bigger car and I should be buying a bigger car, or somebody else's house is bigger than our house, and if you compare yourselves with what somebody else is doing, and then you start spending money on those things that you cannot afford, you are going to be having a tough time. So always learn to make money. In the first few years, once you start earning money, some parents may not actually like, or some people may not like that we are talking about money here. But COVID, if anything COVID has taught us in the last 2 years, apart from health, is that we need to be very, very wise with finances. So once you start earning your salary or your income, learn how to invest it. There are many ways. There are books written about it. There are people who are experts. So from a very young age, when you start investing your money in good investment instruments, you are going to be having a good life, financially secure, financially free, right? Besides these, 4 things are going to be holding us in good stead, holding you in good stead in your life. Please remember cash. I'm not talking about C-A-S-H, cash. That is very important indeed. But I'm talking about K-A-S-H, cash. Knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. Knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits, these are very important. When we push you to study hard, when we push you to go beyond your limits, when we push you to make you write exam after exam, what are we doing here? It's not just about the knowledge that you're getting from the subjects, right? It is the habit of working hard. Very rarely there are people who can claim to have achieved zenith of success without hard work. No, we don't see that, right? Success is often compared to an iceberg, right? An iceberg it's a tip of an iceberg that we see, but there is so much that is inside, that is underneath the surface of the sea, right? So success comes to those who are willing to put that kind of effort, who are willing to go that extra mile, right? And now, I'm also reminded of Grant Cardone's 3 things. The 10x book, if you get some time after your exam, don't do that now, finish your exams, and then during your summer break, read that book, 10x, the power of 10x or whatever it is called. It's a beautiful book. It gives a lot of insights into how anybody can transform their lives. He talks about simple things. One thing is, success is abundant. Anybody in any field who wants to achieve success, there is success for everybody. We have seen lots of companies. There are software companies. Bangalore is one of the cities which has got the largest number of software companies. Every year there are companies coming up. Some may be failing, but many of them are also succeeding. Why? Because they are delivering value. They are delivering value. Remember that if you want to become something in life, if you want to achieve something in life, it is possible. You are going to make it happen because there is abundant success in life. And also remember, he says, success is your duty, your responsibility, your obligation. It's not something that you can do away with. Success doesn't necessarily equate with money. Success is anything that you set out to achieve. And if you achieve it, that is success. Coming back to your board exams, you have been putting in efforts. I know there is still a lot more that you can put in, lot more that you can do. And I'm sure you realize that this is a stepping stone. As one of the parents was saying, Mr. Bellare was saying that it's Mr. Bellare and both Mr. Vivedi, both of them have expressed it very clearly that it is a stepping stone. 10 standard, there is one milestone after another milestone. Your 10 standard, your 12 standard, then your undergraduation, then your post-graduation. Maybe some of you are dreaming of going abroad, and then job hunting or looking for funding. So at every step of the way, there is going to be struggle, there is going to be effort. Don't lose your heart, keep trying, and put in all, go all in, I'm sure you will be able to achieve whatever that you set out for. This year is going to be the 10th anniversary of PSBN. I'm not sure how many of you have noticed. In 2012 we started. Are there any students in this batch who started from grade 1? May I ask all of you to stand up? Not the others, only the ones who have completed 10 years. Can we give them a big round of applause? Thank you so much. Sit down, boys and girls. Now, the others can also stand up. You're in no way less. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Sit down, students. Sit down. Okay, so with these few words, I wish you all the best. May God give you the strength to face all the challenges of life. May God fulfill all your wishes. May God give you the knowledge, the patience and the habits to do well in your exams so that you cross the first major hurdle of your lives successfully, right? These few words, I once again thank all the parents for having been with us over here. I hope you are enjoying the show. We are just some more very important points are there, steps are there in this event. Thank you so much and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, sir.
Before I get down and make way for the remainder of the proceedings, may I request all of you to give a big round of applause to all our teachers and staff members who painstakingly put together this event. It's a humongous effort of the entire team over here. Your appreciation is indeed most welcome. Thank you so much.
May I now request our middle school coordinator, Ms. Nusrat, to propose the formal vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Every special moment ends, but the valedictory ceremony as an occasion is an exception in itself. It is the beginning of a new journey of life for our dear students. Today, I am sure students, each one of you is taking home memories of the best time spent in this school. It is indeed an honor for me to stand here and propose the vote of thanks. My heartfelt thanks for a day made memorable for each one of us in the best possible way under the present circumstances. My heart goes out to thank everyone. First and foremost, on behalf of the principal, Mr. Ramesh Mudgal, CODs, staff, and students of PSBN, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the chief guest of today's event, Mr. Shesh Paplikar, for his gracious presence. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed chairman, Mr. Nisar Ahmed, Ms. Kausar Ahmed, Chairperson, Presidency Group of Institutions, Ms. Nafisa, Director, PGI, Mr. Suhail, Vice Chairman, PGI, Mr. Salman, Vice President, Mr. Tanveer Ahmed, CEO, Mitra Academy, Management Trustees in absentia. I would like to thank Ms. Aziza, Senior General Manager, PGI, Mr. Tangadurai, Director, Principal, PSBE, Mr. Nagarajan, Director, Education, PGI, principals and coordinators of Sister Concern, whose presence has made this event a memorable one. A special thank you to our dear parents for giving their support, be it today and always. Parents, you are very special and your support has always been of utmost importance to us. Just as sails help the boat to go in the right direction, so is the guidance of our principal, Mr. Ramesh Mudgal. We thank you, sir, for your support and motivation for making this day possible. Special thanks to our event coordinators and HRAs of grade 10 and 12 for coordinating and ensuring a smooth implementation. Thanks from the bottom of my heart to the whole staff for extending their support as and when required in making this event a successful one. Special thanks to Mr. Mark and Mr. Subhashish, who have added rhythm to the whole show with their musical team. A big thank you to Mr. Michael, Ms. Paulamy and his dance team for making it possible for the students to tap their feet and feel the vibration. Thank you to Ms. Veda, Mr. Ann and Mr. Michael for adding color to the splendid valedictory program with the video and presentation. Sincere thanks to our creative team, the Art and Craft Department headed by Mr. Yogesh for adding glamour and glitz to the show. Thank you Ms. Akshata and Ms. Navya. We would also like to extend a thanks to Mr. D. Raja along with the NCC cadets for their smart demeanor and support. Our heartfelt thanks is extended in all its gratitude, love and affection when we join hands together to pay our heartfelt gratitude for our own Miss Anugopalakrishnan, possessing the aura of a thorough professional with a know-it-all quality. A very big thank you, ma'am, for ever being the guiding light for us all. Thank you, ma'am. A big thank you to our support staff who has always been ready to support us with a smile. We would like to extend our thanks to Facility Manager Mr. Chintan, Store in Charge Mr. Santosh and Admin Executive Ms. Sriparna, who has provided us with things in the nick of time and for helping us with so many arrangements in regard to this event. A big thank you to our PE department for maintaining discipline and decorum of this event. A sincere thanks goes to our transport in charge Bhagirathi. Last but not the least, a big thank you to all the students who put in their best and made this day look so beautiful with their attitude and cheerful smiles. Thanks to our smart and witty anchors who added vibrancy and a spirit to the event. Thank you all once again. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Nusrat ma'am.
For the showers of blessing. Teachers are requested to take their positions for the showers of blessing. Let's together pray in our hearts. Dear God, your blessings are needed now more than ever. I ask that you see them through their future, guide their choices and support them as they become adults. I ask that you bless them in all ways. Give them a heart full of love, a head full of hope and wisdom to guide them. May I now request all our dignitaries to please stand and bless our graduates. Please come. May I request Tangadurai sir and Nagrajan sir to give away the mementos to the students. Students of the first row to please stand and start marching ahead. Students of the first row to please stand and start marching ahead with poise and dignity.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This one song is for all of you.
Students of the second row, to please stand.
Okay, this song is dedicated for all of you here and for all the audience who come here, the parents, the teachers. This is one for you. It's called as Ilahi. May God bless you all.
Thank you, Tangadurai sir and Nagarajan sir. May I now request Susan ma'am and Asha ma'am to give away the next set of mementos. Next row to please stand and start walking. Thank you, choir. That was amazing. Parents, we can give them a huge round of applause. Parents, you are requested to please be seated for a while. All parents are requested to please be seated for a while till the guests move out.